Oh my gosh, what's up, fam? So, I just had to do a video because today has been an amazing day. Um, wow, when I say, on your journey, you have to find new things for yourself. You have to get out of the old patterns, stop the old behavior, and start new things. So, today, I decided to go to a conference. It was a conference about rebuilding the village, so a community. And Eric E.T. Thomas was a keynote speaker there. And that was initially my driver. I've always been, intrigued by his messages, the videos that I watched of him on YouTube, and mine just always been blown away. And to see him in person was so dope. But other people, other speakers that I got a chance to hear as well, my goodness, wow. I'm just so proud of myself for stepping outside my box, trusting myself to try something new, even though I was nervous because I was going by myself. I purchased the ticket. I knew I was going. I didn't know anybody else was going. I was like, you know what? This is a great opportunity for me to do something for me. I know it's going to be beneficial because nuggets are always being dropped, and I want to be around to pick them up. So even going alone, it was worth it, and I'm so grateful. At the fact that I was able to be around so much greatness in the room, people that's that's on the same that have the same thought pattern as I do. It's just a really amazing feeling, especially when you could feel that energy and it's so genuine. So that's what made my day great today. But I'm sharing this today because one thing that kept coming up that was resonating throughout this conference with me is like our thought patterns, the stories that we tell ourselves, and living in those stories, our belief systems. And one of the things that I realize is there's a lot of the stories that I've told myself over time, and I continue to tell myself. One, about being a fatherless daughter and the traumas of rejection and abandonment, and how much it has impacted my life since I was young. And I continue to talk about it today. Yes, that is a part of, my life's journey. However, what was shared by Dr. Will Moreland today, when he was shared a snippet of like his, a story that he told himself, he was just basically saying, yes, this happened to me, right? But I'm going to change the narrative. I'm going to change that story. I'm not going to continue to tell my story where it has a negative effect on me, but more of a positive impact. So it had me thinking like, okay, yes, my father was not around. Yes, I lost out on a lot of things that I could have had he been around, yes, maybe I could have been a better person. But the fact of the matter is he wasn't in my life. And maybe, just maybe, it was for a reason, So knowing that I just have to trust God and know that things don't happen for just no reason. There's always a reason behind it. There's always something that God has planned. Maybe my father wasn't around so that I can do what I'm doing today. Maybe I needed the experience. Maybe, I needed to know that regardless, I still have, the power to move myself and within myself and build the securities that I didn't have and that I should have had when I was younger. I have the capacity to do those things myself. I am worthy. and necessary of those things. You know, it didn't take for my dad to tell me how beautiful I was, how amazing and strong I am. You know, it was all just me the whole time. You know, like maybe that's what God was trying to tell me. Like, I could make you a stronger and a better person by you learning these lessons and learning how to move within your spirit on your own, than if you would have had somebody there to tell you those things. You know, would it have saved some time? Maybe, you know, to me. But at the same time, who's gonna question God? You know what I'm saying? I'm not. You know, I feel like I'm where I am for a reason, and everything that has happened so far in my life, you know, 37 years, has been preparing me, you know, for this moment. And all I can say is, you know, God put us in the right places at the right time, you know, and sometimes we don't see it when we're there, but over time we realize, you know, like, yeah, I was supposed to be here. And that's what I thought about today at the conference. I was like, man, it was a moment where I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna go, you know, like maybe, just maybe, you know, I'll just wait till another time. But then the better part of me was like, no less, like, we on a mission, you know. This is your opportunity to show yourself that you can do anything you set your mind to do, that you constantly saying if the feelings and the fears is real, you know what I'm saying? Like, you facing that shit, and you have to do. You can't just say anymore. Like, it's time to put the action with the words. And that's what motivated me to go ahead and continue to get myself ready, you know. And I didn't even know what I was going to wear or anything like that. I was trying to figure out, dang, what's appropriate? I don't know, you know. I go to tech conferences and I dress down, you know, like everybody's usually in the best sneakers. It's like a sneaker show. It's super cool. But this was something different, you know, and I got to feel that, you know. And man, I'm just so grateful. I want everybody to be able to experience their journey of going through the hardships and whatnot, and coming out on top, because this is for everyone. You know, it's enough room for all of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, the jewels that was dropped today, I was looking like, there is no way I'm not about to continue my videos and put in this work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care if it's one view, you know, if I'm lucky, maybe more, you know. It doesn't, I guess I'm not even worried about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm worried about, you know, giving up. And I just want to make sure I don't get there. You know, I want to keep doing this. I want to keep sharing. I want to, you know, keep putting hope out there, I guess. And, you know, just letting people know all you have to do is just get started. Just take the first step. You know, you're not going to be perfect. I'm not perfect. You know, I had to accept that as a reality, you know, especially as someone that has been a perfectionist her whole life. I had to teach myself to, it's okay. You know, you don't have to be perfect. Things don't have to be perfect. Just adopt this optimistic mindset. Go with the flow. Let things happen. And ever since I've done that, things have just been being revealed to me, you know. And every time I allow myself to go through just a little bit of pain, you know what I mean? Because, you know, there's been some moments, you know, where some things really hurt, you know, but knowing that I'm doing this to become a better version of myself, you know, and on the journey of me doing that, hoping I can bring others with me, you know what I mean? Because I want everybody to win, man. I genuinely want to see people do well, and I'm going to always say that, you know. There was a time where my ego was in the way. There was a time where, you know, maybe there was a little bit of jealousy, not so much as envy, because I didn't envy people, but seeing people where I wanted to be. And the only thing that was stopping me from getting there was myself. I was in my own way, and I had to realize that, you are your own problem. Nobody else is. And knowing that, I give props where props due. I throw out flowers. Man, I'm telling you, it's enough room for everybody. So when you're ready, hey, the time, the space is there. And just know that time ain't waiting on nobody. So do what you got to do. You know what I mean? This is me sharing that. But really the message for today is, what story are you telling yourself? And how can you reshape that story to where it is going to impact you in a positive way and no longer bringing you down? So take that with you. Think about it. Journal it out. Write it down. I'm in the process of ironing out and designing my life. You know, what my life look like now and what I want it to look like. So that is what I'm going to do. And, you know, after, you know, if you have the time, I challenge you to do the same thing. Just take some time to write out what your life look like right now. What does it look like right now? What story are you telling yourself? And then design what you want it to look like. You know, like I have this amazing vision. One day I want to speak on the stage. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing baby steps right now so I could get over the fear and keep myself straight, my thoughts and everything like that. And once I can master that, I think I'm gonna be ready. But one day you all will see me on TEDx. I always wanted to be on a TED Talk, so you know, one day, right? And then maybe even more, who knows, you know. But on the real, keep doing you. Have great days. Allow those bad days to come. They're going to come. We're going to, you know, ride them out. And then we're going to get back to good days. That's just a journey. That's what we're doing. So until next time, later, people.